Levine. I teach political science here. Most people have left, most students have left, most of the faculty elsewhere. People are working remotely. You know, life goes on. I'm still working. I have to work from somewhere. I have my apartment here. I have most of my stuff here. I have an office. This is all right. Working from New Zealand would be kind of a hassle, and so at the moment I'm just staying here.
My name is Arthur Pantelidis, and I'm in the business department. I teach strategic management, leadership for the past 4 years or so. Students left for a spring break, and they actually never came back. We decided to kind of move everything online, which I believe is a first for us. It's the first time for me to teach online. It's interesting because the campus is pretty much kind of very quiet, unusually quiet, and kind of lonely in sometimes.
I'm Jean Convoy. I'm teaching European Studies for the major in European Studies as part of the Department of Politics and European Studies. I still come to my office, but actually I'm going to move back home because I had some computing issues at home, and I think that I had to buy a new laptop and to make sure that I can teach from home because I think that this would be best for him.
Well, I decided to stay here because I feel it's my obligation to, as long as I'm healthy, as long as I can do what I need to do, it's my obligation to really kind of serve the students as much as I can, and not only the students, but also AUBG. I feel that it is a serious situation, but I take precautions personally, but I feel that the more I'm here, the more I maintain a discipline, I maintain my service to AUBG, I maintain my service to my students, and it's important.
Because the administration's been great. They're dealing with a really tough situation. I don't think that Dean White sleeps anymore. I think he just kind of lies in a bathtub filled with energy drinks and absorbs energy from there and continues doing work while he's doing that. So they're dealing with a really tough situation, and they have to keep finding new solutions, and new solutions present new problems, so they have to find new solutions to those new problems. So we're all just dealing with it as it comes, and we're just making the best of it. And we don't want this to be a lost semester. We want you guys to still get something out of the semester. It's very, very far from ideal, but it doesn't have to be a complete loss.
Well, I know the university is is always in a very reactive mode because it's something that nobody had anticipated. So it's a day by day, decisions being made. We try to keep it as normal as possible in this abnormal city.
Yeah, so this is a good example of why political science is really a kind of interdisciplinary field, why you can't just do political science and only political science. Because to answer that question, I have to understand a whole bunch of stuff about the coronavirus itself. I have to understand how bad this is going to get. I have to understand at what point we'll have a turning point and things will start getting better. I have to understand the economic side of it. There's just so much. And at the moment, basically nobody knows. We don't know how long this will continue for. We don't know what the total cost will be. Obviously, like everybody else, I hope it will be resolved relatively quickly, but we don't know.
Okay. How does this virus affect the value chain and supplier chains and things in business, et cetera? And it affects it in a certain way, negatively, what's happening. The thing that we also talked about is, okay, you know what, let's be positive. We're going to get over this. It's going to be okay. What's going to happen afterwards? And I see two things happening. One of two things. One is the world will get closer together, will be more global, more integrated, kind of taking care of itself kind of together, which I hope would happen. And the other possibility that I see is the world is going to get more fragmented. Unfortunately, I think I'm hoping for the first one, but I think the second one's going to happen a little bit more. We see with world governments, even in the United States, things are being more protection for myself. You guys do whatever you want to do. You're on your own. And I see this fragmentation actually accelerating. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm wrong. But this is where I'm thinking it's going.
So the thing is, the optimistic scenario is to say that this once again shows the urgent need for further cooperation and for more efficiency and more centralization of decisions at the EU level. So maybe the aftermath will lead to that direction. Or reversely, this is the pessimistic scenario that member states will fail to see the added value of the EU. The EU will not be able to provide for this added value, and in this sense, yes, it may strengthen this Euroscepticism you have in some of the member states.
Yeah, I feel for you guys. I really do. I know that for lack of a better word, you feel maybe you got screwed with all this, and I can sympathize with that. I know you're missing out on a lot of things. Today, I asked my students online, how many of you plan to come to kind of the graduation if we do it in September or so. So I feel you. I understand, but hang in there, help each other, support each other. We'll get over this, and things will become better. I know things don't look so well right now, but trust me, they'll be better. So
I've been thinking about this video that I saw from Australia of 3 women fighting over rolls of toilet paper, like physically fighting. And it's, on the one hand, it's kind of funny because I'm a New Zealander and I like laughing at Australians, but it's also kind of tragic. And the thing that stays with me is this virus, it's temporary. This is all going to pass. But these women are going to have to live the rest of their lives knowing that this is how they behaved in this time of stress.